sanity is what we're hoping for.
Yes, VR fans, how the devil are you? Today we are going to the Far East. We are heading to the Orient, several hundred, if not thousands of years into the future, a dystopian world where everything has gone to shit. It will be my job as some kind of uber steampunk ninja-esque sword and gun wielding nutter to rid the world of magical samurai, priestesses, I don't know what else is going to be there. What I like about this game, the reason I've made an exception to my usual sort of rule of thumb of avoiding anything that's lifting a game off of 2D gaming and just dumping it into 3D willy-nilly, is that the art in this game, Sairento VR, looks beautiful. Like, it's sort of almost like a Blade Runner-esque world. It's all sort of very neon. It looks like a nice mixture of kind of modern day Japan or China. I'm not sure which one, forgive me, I'm not an expert on such things. But with this sort of futuristic vibe which borrows from a lot of sci-fi. So for that reason, I thought, yeah, go on. You know, you don't like violence, but if it allows you to pull off some pretty awesome ninja moves, then, I mean, what harm is there in giving it a go? So for those of you who haven't been to Brain Man VR before, this is all about me, a neuroscientist, passing on some tips and tricks, help you get your virtual reality experiences working better, whatever rig you've got. But also as someone who's now studying a master's in virtual reality, and I'm starting to build this stuff myself. I've done that before, but this time I'm getting expert help. I can also sort of cast some light on some of the clever little tricks that the programmers, the manufacturers, the developers of these games have pulled off. Some of them do really basic stuff and it's a bit dull, really. But others, we might take it for granted as gamers that they've done certain things. Whoa, but actually, technically, it's quite hard. So enough babble from me. Let's get stuck right in, and we will go from reality in the blink of an eye to virtual reality. So because I don't like games where people sneak up behind you and ruin your life. Oh, what's going on? Have I accidentally hit a menu button? I always do that. It's so annoying. This one? Yes, that makes everything okay again. Good, good, good. Yeah, so this game's called Sairento VR, and I'm not going to lie to you. Starting off as I do down here, chilling by the Thames. Like, this is the kind of person I am. I spend a lot of time up at that end of the beach, sculpting, believe it or not, like stone sculpting, chipping away with a chisel. I've been doing one piece for 3 years. It's still not finished. It's not the point. It's not about making things. It's not about having an end product. It's about the process of making it. So that's the kind of weirdo I am. When it comes to games where you're not just doing something fun and light-hearted, you're actually in the middle of the action and you're being bombarded and you feel like there's a physical threat of other human-sized people around you, like kind of running towards you, bearing down on you with swords, with guns, like trapping you, jumping out from behind corners. I don't enjoy that. Like a lot of people in the world, they love horror and jump scares, and there's a huge sort of VR horror genre. It's just not my bag. But look, this is why I'm such a wussy that I decided the only way I'm going to be able to do this is if I go as Batman. I am going to, today, Brain Man VR, fight in Sairento VR dressed as Batman. And from now on, this is all because I'm a wuss and I'm scared and I'm cowardly custard. I don't like violent games, but I'm going to do it because I've heard this one's good and it looked very aesthetically pleasing. So I'm making an exception. Do not, under any circumstances, call me a hypocrite. This is not hypocritical. I tend to lean away from violent games because, quite frankly, in my spare time, I want to relax. I don't want to up my stress levels. I want to down them. Acute cortisol is all good. Chronic cortisol, really bad for you. I guess if you don't have a hard job or your course isn't very hard, then that's fine. Oh my God, I've never put the headset on. I'm going to need way more space in here. Hang on. Yeah, so actually this is probably quite good. Like, oh, I know, I don't have to put it over my eyes, do I? Wait. Ah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, it's quite handy having the ears there, actually. Yeah, it's quite handy having. Oh, where's the lead gone? Oh, there it is. Where's the one coming out of my ears? Oh shit! It's inside the hood. Oh, I should have rehearsed. You see, this is proof, people. I do not rehearse. You've probably gathered that from how. Ah, hello, the Thames, my dear friend. Right, okay, sorry, it's taking longer than usual to get stuck in, but I've never, ever... this is only the third time I've ever been in this fancy dress outfit. This is the third time I have been Batman. The first time it was at my niece's birthday party. She was 4 years old, turning 4 years old. I went as Robin, my then girlfriend went as... No, I went as Batman, obviously. My girlfriend went as sexy Robin. And we were the stars of the moment. Like, all the kids were in ecstasies when we walked in. It was phenomenal to have such an impact on... It was like the best party that any of them had ever been to. And all these little kids kept running up to me and hugging me. Anyway, and then the second time I wore it, I went to Comic-Con with a friend of mine, Lily of Death. And Lily, so that by that point I didn't have a girlfriend, so I had to borrow a girl from my friendship group, and she's really great fun. She came as Pebbles, like she was a cave woman, Pebbles from the Flintstones, and I went as Batman. And my God, it has the same effect on adults. Not so much at Comic-Con. That part of it was fun. It was like an anthropological investigation. I'm not really into comics. I'm not really into dressing up like fantasy characters. But I love that other people are passionate about that. And I went along to see, what are they like? Hang out with them, chat with them, share a beer. Now, there wasn't much beer drinking. That was the first thing I noted. The second thing was people sort of want to go in there and buy all the merch and then go and do all the demos. And then they've kind of done everything they went there to do and then they leave. There's not much social to it. They're sort of just like, well, where is everything? Oh, swag soft. Get rid of the annoying box in the middle. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, whilst we were at Comic-Con in the Excel Centre in London last summer, it was fun. But just being just as we were completely sort of boring, really, compared to the people with their incredible, elaborate outfits. And it was when we got on a boat and went to London Bridge and started sort of, not Tower Bridge, but London Bridge, and started going drinking in that general area as the only ones in fancy dress. People loved it. Like, I thought they were going to treat us like freaks. But I went in this summer beer garden. I walked up this corridor, not corridor, like an alleyway between the sort of German-style beer tables and benches for maybe 300 people in a courtyard. And there were three main alleyways to get from from the entrance to the bar, all outdoors. And I went past three tables, and then by table sort of 4 or 5, people were putting their hands out to get high fives. And then by tables sort of 8, 9, 10, people were standing up like, Batman, hey man, how you doing? And then when I got to the end, sort of 20 tables down, everyone in the second half had said hello, been really enthusiastic that Batman had suddenly turned up. And at the bottom, the bouncer sort of came over to me, and he was like, and I thought I was in trouble. I thought he was going to ask me to leave. And he was like, hey, Batman, if we get trouble later, can we count on you? No word of a lie. And I was like, of course, citizen. I think that's a bit more Robocop-y, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so the 2 times I wore this, I felt like a legend. And because I'm a scaredy cat, I'm going to go into Sairento VR, which is great, but I'm afraid that I'm not going to like the fact that all these people are attacking me from all sides. Sorry, that was a long explanation. Oh, I haven't even done the top 3. Right, top 5. Tips, how to make your VR experiences awesome. I'll be quick. Water, have it to hand, drink a lot of it. Number 2, sometimes water, simply not enough. This is like a midnight session, so you know I'm not drinking caffeine. This is something I've avoided out of the 12 types of herbal tea my sister kindly got me. This is turmeric gold, which sounds so horrible, but all these herbs have some kind of stimulating effect, unless they're specifically designed to chill you. So, you know, flavor is stimulating to the brain. Strong, powerful flavors is more stimulating to the brain. It's not like a chemical impact, like pow, like alcohol or, you know, chemicals that have a big effect on you, you know, caffeine. But it has some effect. And turmeric protects against cancer, so why not? And this is a guess, this is like 2B. I think Batman was always, he was always keen on having, or Bruce Wayne was keen on having like a little, like a good Scotch whiskey, you know, having a little sip, a wee dram, before he went out to defend the innocent. Number 3, move around in space. Your brain needs the visual information and the movement information and the sound information to all match up. The more you move, not just your head like that, but your entire body, crouch down, change your perspective, look at things, walk over to it. Don't always teleport over to it. There's a lot of space to be played with. And number 4, and normally I'd say get your arms and your legs out so you can sweat from your arms as opposed to your eye sockets, which steams up the lenses, to be avoided at all costs. Number 5, limit yourself. The battery on my GoPro runs out after half an hour, so I have a natural time limit, and that's how long I play every day. It used to be an hour every other day, now I do half an hour every day. The reason, the motivation from a neuroscience perspective, anything you do regularly, intensively, and you keep it up over long periods of time, i.e. months and months and years, has the potential to change your brain. VR is one of those such things. Those changes aren't necessarily good, so you have to make sure that you limit the prospects of your brain changing in a way that screws you up in the real world. Play a name. B-R. Oh, hang on. Backspace. B-R-A-I-N. M-A. Oh, not Z. Backspace. That is not intuitive. Brain, man, VR. Off we go, yo. Play a name, Brain Man VR. Okay, begin mission. What is this? What is this I've come across? Auto-select best region. Okay. Right, or just quick play? Maybe just quick play. Let's be antisocial and see what happens. I feel like I'm about to like connect up with the world of Sairento players, and that was not my intention, because it was scary. Uh-oh, finding game. Ooh, that's an interesting prospect. So it'll be social? We'll have to be ninjas together? What if they think it's weird that I'm in a Batman outfit? Hang on, this isn't exactly quick, is it? Let's cancel that. Begin mission. I do know that they can't see me. That was a joke. Press trigger to continue. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I was after. Okay, so let's see dainty little hands. My hands are considerably bigger than that. Oh, look, you've got sort of, what is that? Is someone about to kill me? No. Difficulty. What? Oh, I think grip button, you pull out a gun. Oh, yeah, you take the guns out. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. You wiggle your hands to reload. Woo! Okay, I need to get the hell out of here. Okay, I love that way you can sort of feel like you're... Okay, so... Okay, so I've got a sword in one hand and a gun in the other. What? Why didn't I get you? Okay, so it's probably not so fun to watch. I should have maybe become an expert at this before I brought you in here, because I'm probably moving my head too much for comfort. Oh, you blocked it, did you? I heard the distinctive sound of a block. Whew, okay. So look, the reason I don't get good as a general reason at these games before I play is because I'm imagining people like fishing, shopping for new games. I don't want them to see what it's like to be 10, 20 hours of gameplay later. I want them to get a sense of what it's like to go in for the first time, because that's the bit that's got the wow factor. You get me? Ooh, my eyes are way too... Okay, so I don't know what this is. Upgrade? I'm not really bothered about this kind of stuff. Well, I guess. I think health, I don't really care about that. Melee damage, I don't even know what that means. Okay. You see, I'm not a gamer, people. Like, I'm just a sort of normal man who... What? Who just gave up gaming for a long time. And then came back to it. Ooh, look at this place. I think there's people attacking me. I wish they just let me enjoy the graphics. You know what I mean? Yeah, you too. Woo! Okay, I picked up a sword so I can mash you up. Hang on, wait. Oh crap, what was that? Ah! Okay, I need to escape because I'm taking a lot of damage. Scary, at least you can run away. I've been doing a lot of running away in recent games. Okay, let's go. Oh look, okay, maybe you're supposed to find a good place to protect yourself. Finally. God, those blue ones are really hard to kill. Oh, health. I'll definitely have some health. Oh, my health is full. Why am I worrying then? Oh yeah, let's do some wall running. That's quite fun. Can I go up here? No. Yeah. Wall running! Like, how cool is that you can... Uh-oh. Oh, can I shoot them under here? Should I be sneaky? Oh my God, yeah, I'm getting him in the leg. Ha! And they're all stupidly coming around this way so I can take them off one at a time. Perhaps this is part of the learnings. So I think if I step back here and move to here, I can just shoot the idiot under here. That's silly, but fun. Oh, and I can walk through because I'm not actually here. What do these things mean? Melee damage, critical chance, focus Reagan. Okay, health is surely good. Oh, what? So you distract me? So this is a very odd game, like, I thought it was going to be like levels. Like you play, did I accidentally make a selection? Woo! Where the hell did you lot come from? Oh, I should pay more attention. Need to get out of the range of that. Do I not? Oh my God, I'm trying to chop with a gun. Okay. I feel like I should just, you know, in honor of the samurai code, I'm gonna move away. Woo! Okay, now I've done enough of that. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna try and shoot these people instead. So put those back in. Okay. Woo! That took him by surprise. Finally, maybe getting the hang of this. Oh, headshot. I get rewarded for doing good shots. Okay, aim. Oh, you can shoot as you're slowly going down. I didn't realize that. Okay, I feel like I'm not really availing myself of the strategies that most people in this game use because I don't know about any of them. Okay, aim for the head, aim for the head, aim for the head, aim for the head, aim for the head. Oh shit, you're the, like, crazy marksman dude, okay. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with unsheathing and quickly dispensing. Okay, let's get this ammo. Whoa. Whoa. My God, you can really take a lot of damage, can't you? Maybe I should just chill out a little bit. I want to play a different kind of game. This feels a bit pointless. Going round and round in circles. No? I'm committed. Okay, I'm committed. Range damage, whatever that is. I kind of felt like I'd like to go on a continuous journey sort of thing. I actually aim for chopping off the head. No, I took him out and then I put him away again. Oh. Yeah, I really think a lot of people who don't play games all the time will have similar problems to me when it comes to sort of holstering and then unholstering. Okay. Wiggle, reload, okay. People coming from above. Yeah, you're definitely the one that needs attention paid. I just want pure guns. Okay, this is a good sandwich. You just have to kind of rely on your shields a little bit. I think normally I get scared because I think one cut and it's actually going to kill me. But so am I incapable of losing? I think my health is always full. So is it encouraging me to realize, full? I think you're quite invincible to begin with, people. I think that's the deal. I think you're really invincible. And it's confusing that as soon as you select one of these things, like you choose how to spend your bounty in the fairground. Do you want the big teddy? Do you want the goldfish in a bag? You know, I don't even know what max focus is, but okay. Calm. Think of the viewer. Don't feel the peril. Apparently you can't be hurt. Okay, get away from all the assailants. What is this I'm standing in? Woo! Oh, it's a portal of naughty ninjas. Woo! my gosh, they appear and disappear like crazy. Okay. God, I wish I hadn't triggered those ninjas. They are pretty hardcore. Okay, what did I learn? I learned that you can... Oh, and a sorcerer. Who's that? Okay, you're going to get my up-close attention. I keep trying to have sword fights when I'm only holding a gun. So with the button depressed, everything goes in slow motion. It's strange. But I think I can't die, so this is in a way numbing me to the sense of mortal terror. Like, no, don't touch those. That's where it's the portals that the nutters come from. Okay, let's see if it helps actually to be up here. Oh, too late. Come on, man, you can do it. Okay, just take him on. Oh, I chopped her head off. Oh my gosh. Now that I know I can take them on. So always full, right? Probably not watchable. Don't look up there. Look down here. I'll do one more and then we'll break to the beach. With a game like this, it's impossible for me to be like a director as well as a player. I'm fighting for my life. There's no gap where you can kind of collect yourself. As soon as you choose your bounty, everyone's trying to kill you. So yeah, you can kind of not look where you're going. I'm trying to find a sort of place from which I can stand still. She's a formidable foe, but she's like invisible half the time. Wow, that was ineffective. Oh, maybe I didn't have a sword in my hand despite my best effort. Take them off at the side. Okay, let's do some gunfighting now. So many people to take on at any one time. So I remember when I tried this out the first time, I was playing some kind of like game. It wasn't this relentless, like, just fighting round after round of assassins. I do not enjoy it one little bit. But the fighting style. Like the fact that you can do shooting or sword fighting is a great asset in a sort of convincing scenario. Wait. Okay, let's do some shooting as I jump over them. You need to be more ninja about it. Okay, I think I'm actually starting to aim, and I think that's actually the point of this whole thing. God, you know what? I might just let it run out. I'm enjoying it so much. There's a distinct hint of super hot in this. I would imagine that a lot of developers would say, without super hot, this may never have been. But I don't know, maybe not. Whoa, okay, apparently I have swords. I'd love to just get out of here. How do I get out of here? I want to do something better. You know, I might just go from the top. I want to do an adventure, not this just endless mad battle. I like clearing out the missions where you have to clear out different areas. When I did my test run, that's what I had available, and they get marked down for me hitting all of the available menu buttons and not being able to just reset the mode of the game I'm in. That's terrible user experience, and quite frankly, for such a well-funded title, they should do better. You know, smaller developers, indies, one-man bands, one-woman bands. Of course, you let them off that kind of thing, but not big boys. It's awful. I shouldn't be wasting your time and my own by having to like get out of the game entirely in order to. I mean, maybe there's a way of doing it, but the fact that I couldn't find it easily is all Sairento VR's fault. It's shameful. Anyway. Oh, I played arcade mode instead of standard play. Okay, so that's the thing that you get people to do in VR arcades. But this, don't know what that is, missions. This is what Sairento VR is all about. So if you've played this game in a VR arcade, I honestly just don't think that the assassination, is this hard? Oh, I hope this isn't too hard. Okay, should be fine. Yeah, this is what Sairento VR is about. It's not a melee, it's not a massive battle where you're just being, you know, they always go for adrenaline rush with VR. It's pathetic. Like, it really is. To get people's attention, I know you have to do it, but it's this. I mean, look, they've made this cool world where you have to sort of sneak around, and every now and again you find someone to fight. This, you know, you've got time to think. Look, there's people there. I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to sneak up on them. So I'm literally going to go, I'm going to try and go round behind them because they haven't seen me yet, so they're not trying to kill me. Ah, there's one. Just take them out. Yeah. Whoa! Okay, now, you know, you engage, and then you go away, find yourself a place to hide. Woo! gun is not powerful enough. So I think at level 1 you can't get hurt, but your visceral instinct is still to run away from assailants. Oh, look, we're in the cemetery. Who have we got? Who have we got? Who's next? Who's next? Yeah, it's weird that I sort of, if you look down the barrel of the gun, I don't think it feels right. But I think you get unlimited bullets, you get unlimited health when you're at level 1. And I think by the time they move you on to the other levels, you're ready to take hits. Like, it's okay being hurt, because you can... Again, I keep saying this kind of thing, but your brain sort of adjusts to the difference between reality and virtual reality. Like, the rules of this world are different. So when people come up behind you, it scares the living bejeezus out of you. Oh, right, you need dealing with, because you're not a nice man. He doesn't want me dealing with him just yet. I can just absorb the fire. No, but you need to practice getting away. Mission failed. You can die. So you do have to dance around. Okay, that's quite enough. Let's fast forward. So I'll see you lot down the beach. I think I need to work on my swordplay a little bit. I'm all right with the gun. It took me a while to sort of get the sights right. I find this with a lot of games where when I think I'm aiming directly at the target, I'm actually missing it consistently, like a few foot below or above the target. But, brains are good at adjusting to these offsets. Once you trial and error, practice and actually focus on where you're going wrong, you realise, aim a little bit above, aim a little bit below where you think the target is. It's actually very similar to adjusting for the wind when you do real sniper rifle shooting, as I once did in the far wests of Wales. I mean, it was just as beautiful as I had seen in other reviews, but to be in it is even better. To be able to sort of roam freely and explore and change levels. And that one thing that I wasn't expecting was this idea that you can jump, and then when you're in mid-air, jump again. To have that sense of superhero power, it's slightly akin to Spider-Man VR. That's the only time I can think of where I've experienced that kind of superhuman capability. That was a few episodes ago. Yeah, and it was great. Like, it's sometimes in those worlds, I don't like being overwhelmed by these big, scary people, like jumping up behind me and hacking at me with swords. But it wasn't, there was something about it where it wasn't quite as visceral. My benchmark of an experience that was really, really awful in that regard was one of the games in Ready Player One, where the 101s, the sort of baddies, would come up to you and with a cattle prod and electrocute you. And there was actually another game, that the ghouls in Gauntlet were also sort of quite terrifying. Maybe it's that I played those games, a year ago when I was relatively new to VR, and perhaps Sairento also would freak people out who aren't used to VR gaming, or just sort of, play lots and lots of games under normal circumstances, even on a 2D screen, under which circumstances you get used to sort of changing your perspectives on what goes on. So I definitely recommend it. It's awesome. It's worth every penny. It is quite expensive. Like, I was lucky I got it on Viveport Infinity for free. You know, I'd subscribed, so therefore I got it free. I didn't have to pay any extra. But I would say if it costs 20, 30 quid, do it. It's really good. I can't think of a single negative. I felt challenged. Actually, I felt really challenged right through the outset. I felt overwhelmed by how hard it was to begin with. But that's good. Do you know what I mean? That's actually a positive thing, because it means that you can rise to the challenge, and then when you do, you feel really good about yourself. Which, after all, if VR isn't adding value, then you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? All right, so that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next week for another game or experience review. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the routine. Just do it, please. One of you, two of you, any of you.
Life. Reality. VR is amazing.
Life.
Life's much better. VR is amazing.